Hello friends, welcome to Code Semantic and welcome to the video tutorial of LINQ. In this video, we are going to study element operator. Now what element operator does? Basically, element operator will give you the element at a specified position. Okay, so as you can see here, there are totally 6 element operators. First one is first or default, last or default, and element at or default. So all these operators we are going to study in practically. So let us switch to Visual Studio. So as you can see here, I am using the same console application, that is LINQ step by step, okay, that we are using from the last few examples. Okay, even I added one class also for studying this element operators. Okay, even I give call to the student class getAll method, which is returning this collection of student. Okay, and we are collecting it in AllStud collection. So we are going to perform this element operations on this AllStud collection. So remember this thing. So let us understand first and first or default. So as the name suggests, okay, what first operator can do? First operator definitely gives you a first element in your collection. So what is my base collection? AllStud. Okay, and if I say first, okay, what it does, it will gives me the first element in my collection. What is my collection? It is AllStud collection, and definitely it is returning a single value only. All these element operator will gives you the single value. Remember this thing. Okay, so let me declare one variable here, var first stud. Okay, var first stud. That's it. And now I'll just print the value of this first stud. Sorry, console.writeLine first stud. Okay, now simply writing this first stud is definitely going to work. Why? Because in student class we have overridden the toString method of the object class. So whenever you will just specify the name of your object, it is going to call a toString method of it, and our output get printed in this way. So I already explained this concept in the previous video. So if you are not aware of that, please watch that video, or a better way, watch this series from the beginning. Now let us execute it and let us observe the output. Let me save it. I already set the startup object. I am pressing Ctrl F5. Okay, so this is our first student in the list. So let us verify it. Okay, 89, Priya, age is 25, area is Agra, and here we are not printing the subject name, so that's why subject names are not visible. So as you can see here, it is correctly printing the value. So I hope you understand this, that first operator is going to print or going to give or return the first element in your collection or sequence. Okay, now what does first or first default does? Okay, what is the purpose of first or default? See, basically first and first or default both will return the first element in the collection. But if your collection is empty, in that case, first operator generates an exception, whereas first or default handles the exception. Now here what will I do? I'll just create one blank collection here, and it will be a simple, you can say a plain array. I'm not going to put any value in it. Okay, so we'll create one array here. So let us create one empty array, or what we can do, we can create an empty list also. So say list of integer. You can create it of a string also. So lst, I'll say number, is equal to the new list. Okay, now it is empty. We didn't put any data in it. Now if I say var, so first num is equal to lst num dot first. Okay, now what we will do, we will execute this and we will observe the output. So let me print the output also. Console.writeLine first num. Okay, done. Now let us execute it. See what happened here. It throws an exception. What is that exception name? Invalid operation exception. And what is the error message? Sequence contains no element. So remember one thing, whenever you are using first or last operator, okay, and if your collection is empty, at that time it will throws an exception. It will throws an exception. But first or default and last or default exactly work in a different way. Means it automatically handles the exception. Means here instead of first, if I say first or default, instead of first, if I say first or default. Now let us observe the output. Now what happened here? It shows what? Default value. Means if first element is present here, display the first element, and if your collection is empty or sequence is empty, display the default value. Now what can be that default value? Here we are using the integer data type, right? This collection is empty, and what is the data type of this collection? It is integer. Now what is the default value of integer type of data? It is 0. If you are using string, then default value will be null. Okay, so what it does, according to the data type, it will display the default value and it handles the exception. Remember this thing. I hope you understand this. Since our all stud collection is not empty, so here I can use first, but to be on the safer side, I'll definitely say always use first or default to avoid the exception. Okay, now let us study the overload of first and first or default. Here we just say first. Okay, now based on condition, suppose you want to choose the first element in your sequence. Okay, now what it means, say all stud dot first. Okay, and here as you can see there is second overload of this method also, where you have to provide the predicate. Okay, now I already explained what is predicate. Predicate is what? It is nothing but a condition which is returning either true or false value. Now here I'll say S goes to S dot age below 25. I specified a condition. Okay, what condition I wrote here? First of all, I fetch all the student records whose age is what? Below 25. Then after, what this first method does? From that filtered collection, okay, based on this condition your collection get filtered. Okay, based on that filtered collection it will return the first record. Now what will I do here? I'll just check, is there any student who is below 25? Yes, there are two students, Amit and Ajit, both are below 25. So here again I'm going to use that for student variable. I am not declaring another variable. Okay, and let us print the value. Okay, now let us print the output and let us observe the output. See what is the result? Amit. As I told you, there are two students, right? First one is Amit and another one is Ajit, whose age are below 25. Okay, and since Amit records appears first in my collection, that's why my first method or first operator shows his record. Suppose based on this, if you sort your collection, in that case your output might be different. Means if you sort it on area or something name, in that case definitely your output is going to be different. So remember this thing, according to your predicate, according to your order by clause, okay, or order by operator, the first and first or default operators will give a different output, but basically it is used to get a single value from the collection. Okay, here also, to be on safer side, instead of first, what you can use, first or default. Means if there is no student, suppose if I change the condition, let us write the condition 20. Okay, now we know that we do not have any student whose age is 20, below 20. Okay, and here I am using what? I am using first operator. So let us execute it and let us observe the output. Now what happened? Again, the exception throws, that is invalid operation exception, and sequence contains no matching element, because this time we specify the condition and according to that condition there are no records. So here what you can do, instead of first you can use first or default. So definitely it is always safe to use first or default. Okay, so here actually this 0 values belong to that empty collection, but here nothing get printed because default value is null in this case. Okay, I'm using the reference type, all the reference type default value is not null. Okay, so here you can put a condition or you can compare with a null value, and according to that you can check or you can perform the different kind of statements. Means here you can say if first default is equal to what? Null. According to that you can write your code. So I hope you understand the meaning of first and first or default. Okay, and as well as both the overload of both the operators. Now let us try the last operator. Okay, so here again I am going to use same collection. Okay, first of all I'll apply the last operator directly, all stud.last, and let me declare one variable here, last stud. Okay, one more thing is remain, that is var. Here definitely you can declare it of type student because we know that it is of type student, so definitely it is safe to use the student data type, no need to use var. Okay, now again here I'll say console.writeLine last stud. I hope all of you guessed this output, quite easy. What it does, it will definitely give me the last student in my collection. What it gives? Last student in my collection. So let us observe the output. See, who is the last student in our collection? Ajit. Okay, let us verify it. Yes, he is the last student, right? Similarly, last also has a overload like first or default. Okay, here I just show you for first, even before this I show you for first also, and here we change it to first or default. Okay, similarly your last operator also has overload. So as you can see here, it also accepts the condition. So if you specify any predicate or condition, what happens? Your collection first of all get filtered, and from that filtered collection it will give you the last value. And again, if your filtered collection is empty, in that case it will throws an exception. So in that case you go for last or default. So I hope you understand this concept. I am not going to show this part. Practically you can try it yourself. Okay, so just try it for last or default and just try it for using the predicate. Okay, just try the second overload. Now element at and element at or default. Okay, now what this to operator does, so from the above two operators, definitely you have guessed, if you are using this default postfix, in that case it is going to handle the exception, and here it will throw the exception if the collection is empty. Okay, so here first and last are giving the first and last element in your collection, whereas element at operator will give you the element at specified position. Okay, and that specified position can be other than first and last. Okay, so let us try it. Let me declare one variable which will store the result. Element stored, okay, is equal to all stored dot element at. Okay, and here you have to specify the index exactly like your array. Now here if I say 3, now what it does, let me print the output. Element stored. Okay, so what is the third element? Basically, as I told you, it is exactly like an array. So this is 0th position element, this is first, this is second, and this is third. So what output we should expect? Rima with roll number 5 and area is what? Agra. Okay, so let us execute it and observe the output. Yeah, we get the expected output, right? Similarly, if you specify the position here which is not available in your sequence, say 10. Now we know that our collection is not that much big. It has hardly 5 records, and here I am specifying the position what? 10. So I hope you guess the output. Let me run it. Yes, this time also there is an exception, but this exception is different. Okay, previously for first and last it was giving invalid operation exception, but here what is the exception? Argument out of range exception. Index was out of range. Okay, so remember this thing. But here again, instead of element at, if I use element at or default, element at or default, now what happened here? Let us check. Now this time it handles the exception, and basically since it have null value, it doesn't get printed here. Okay, so many times there is requirement that we need to access any specific element from the collection. In that case, these operators are helpful. Actually, in introduction video, I forgot to mention one more category of operator, that is single and single or default. Okay, so we are going to study that category also. Single and single or default. Okay, so the most important thing is there, what is difference between single and first, because initially it seems to be same, right? You may think that first and single both are going to be same. Okay, but there is a difference. So definitely that's why these two different categories are provided by .NET. Okay, so first operator, what first operator does, it will gives you the first element in the collection if it is present, definitely. Okay, but what single and single or default does, it originally expects the single value from the operation. Okay, means here if I put this predicate, okay, what can be the result? What is the predicate? Age is less than 20. Now there is a possibility that there are many students whose age can be 20. Okay, this is one probability, right? Whenever you are specifying the condition something like to this, okay, there is a possibility that many students' age can be 20, below 20, above 20, whatever. Means if I am considering that it is age related condition. So if it is age related condition, so definitely my output can be more than one value. Similarly, if we observe the other fields, say area, okay, there can be many students who are living in the same area. Means like this, as you can see here, there are 2 students who are living in Agra. Even there are 2 students who are living in Mumbai. Okay. But even if I consider the case of name, okay, there can be a case that 2 students can have same name. Okay. But is there any case where 2 students can have same roll number? Definitely not. Okay. So in that case, if you are specifying any condition related to roll number, okay, definitely you are expecting a single value only. You are not expecting more than one value. Okay. So in that case, single and single or defaults are useful. I hope you got the difference. Okay. Whenever you are using first and first or default, okay, the expected values can be more than one. But whenever you are using single and single or default, you are expecting single value only. So as I explained you, area can be, if you specify the area related condition, output can be more than one student. If you specify the age related condition, output can be more than one student. But if you specify the roll number related condition, output should be a single value only. So in that case, you can go for single or default. So let us try it. So all stud dot single, or you can go for single or default. Again, there are 2 overloads, which is first one is not accepting any argument and second one is accepting the predicate. Similarly, like first or default, last or default. Okay. So here I am going to show you with this second overload, because I want to specify the condition related to roll number. So S goes to S dot roll number is equal to 89. Okay. So let me declare one variable of type student or object, sorry, single obj or single stud, you can say anything. Okay, I mistakenly specify the assignment operator. It should be equality operator, and let us print the result. Single obj. Okay. So let us observe the output. What condition I have specified? What condition I have specified? Fetch the student whose roll number is what? 89. Okay. Yeah, we have one student whose roll number is 89. That's why it get displayed. Okay. But if I specify a student whose roll number is what? 100. So as we all of us know that there is no student having roll number what? 100. So definitely it will throw an exception, and again it is invalid operation exception. So to avoid this exception, what you will do? Instead of single, what you will use? Single or default. Okay. So I hope you understand the difference between first and single, and as well as first or default and single or default. Okay. So whenever you are expecting the single output, go for single and single or default. And if you are expecting more than one values, in that case you can go for first and first or default. And as well as difference is also clear, first, or you can say last, then element at and single. All these 4 operators throws an exception when your collection is what? Empty. whereas single or default, element at or default, last or default, and first or default will handle the exception. It will gives you a default value. Okay, so definitely to be on safer side, we use this default method. So I hope you enjoy this video. If you have any question, you can definitely write it to me in a comment section. Thank you for watching. Thank you so much.